Hey everybody, it's me, MiaFran again, and welcome back to my channel, and to another long-ass Chihayafuru 3-episode review video, because shit happened, and Chantal and I got really fucking busy again. But she is here.
Hello, we're back.
Yes, welcome back. So yeah, we got busy, because like right after Christmas was New Year's, and
Before that, we had the 12 Days of Anime, and we could not breathe.
So Christmas happened. I think episode 11 came out on Christmas Eve.
I think so.
Oh no, it skipped. It was the 17th, and then they didn't have one Christmas. I don't remember. The point is, fucking Christmas happened, so we had that shit to deal with. So, we're back, and we're gonna talk about episodes 11, 12, and 13 of Chihayafuru Season 3. And a lot of shit went down, so we're gonna try to give each episode a good amount of time. So let's go ahead and start off with episode 11, which was titled... It's called Leaving a Hovering Mist Above the Trees and Grass. So, basically, from what I remember, this episode was pretty interesting, because going by the synopsis, it's been a while since I watched it. Arata wonders why he feels so relieved to learn that Taichi lost his match, because I guess he didn't want to play him. Even as dark memories of a similar feeling at the Yoshino tournament come back to him, leaving him unable to concentrate fully on his match in the finals. His opponent, Murao, realizes that Arata isn't himself and sees an opportunity. But then... ...
Yeah, it was interesting. I do remember them saying that Arata wasn't himself.
Yeah.
For the past few episodes, that's what I remember. I don't know what it was or what it was about, but he finally snapped back into, reality, I guess.
Yeah, okay, yeah, now that you say that, I remember exactly what was going on. He's playing the match, and then somehow just, starts to kind of doubt himself, and, he starts thinking about other things and gets kind of distracted, and then somehow he snaps out of it. Because he kind of, is internally, telling himself, just don't think about the past, just look ahead on what you want to do, you want to become, you can become the master, so do what your grandpa would tell you. Because then he starts thinking about his grandpa and what he would tell him and stuff, which comes back in the latest episode. I mean, we'll talk about that when we get there, but yeah, you kind of get a little bit of foreshadowing there with hearing what his grandpa would tell him, because, I mean, he learned from a master, so, Arata has a good game sense, naturally, but also he learned how to play the way his grandfather played, and his grandfather used to be the master, so, he's got a really big advantage.
Freaking Arata, though. I like that Chihaya mentioned how she was saying, oh, he's kind of like a flowing river.
Yeah, because, her and, Taichi and, everybody else at their society are trying to help Dr. Harada figure out how to play against him, and so Taichi learns how to play Arata, which is really kind of funny because Taichi obviously he doesn't I don't want to play like him, but I have to because he's asking me to, and he's our mentor and we want him to win, and so he has to begrudgingly learn how to play Arata, and then Chihaya learns how to play the master, which was super fucking funny. She starts trying to act like him, talking all quietly and passing out fucking pastries and shit. That was really funny, and that was kind of foreshadowing too for the latest episode.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh, I love that part so much. And she's silently talking. I was just what the fuck is going on? Yeah,
exactly.
Right
As soon as it showed her talking super quietly, after she was watching how he played his recorded matches and stuff, I was oh my god, she's fucking acting like him. She's taking this way too seriously. But it really helped, I think. It was really funny because she kind of was getting into character. It was almost like she was putting on a performance, but she's also trying to learn from him, and then that kind of makes her very curious about him, which comes back in episode 13. which I didn't really think about it till right now when we're talking about it. I really liked that part. Like, I liked seeing the kind of funny parts, because all of this has been really serious so far.
Yeah.
Like, I really just, I'm here for the happy, funny shit.
Me too.
Not for the, like, I like the serious stuff, you know, I'm sitting here going like, what the fuck, oh my god, holy shit, like, why is this happening? But I really do live for the cute, sweet moments, and all of the pretty moments, obviously. Like, there was some pretty visuals in this latest episode, also.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, we'll get to that when we get to episode 13. But I liked that they were helping out Dr. Harada, like, trying to, you know, help him kind of study how he might be able to, like, win against Arata and eventually, like, the master.
Pretty interesting, and like they were just so focused on like how to get the advantage too.
Yeah.
And then who else were they helping? They were helping that other girl, the one with the really creepy eyes.
Oh, which girl?
The mom, the former queen.
Oh yeah, but she kept losing.
Mm-hmm. It was kind of sad. I felt bad for her as someone that's a mom herself, and how she kept doubting herself, like, am I doing the right thing? Because I'm, like, abandoning my kids, basically. I was like, oh.
Well, she was like, do I love Haruka? Do I love Karuta more? God damn it. Do I love... Her name is Haruka.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her name. That's why I was saying that, I think. Do I love Karuta more, or do I love my kids more? And I feel it's just like, you know, it's one of those things where, like, I feel like people in that position are kind of like, well, do I give up what I love for, like, the people I love because I have kids, and, like, they're my life now, like, I don't have time to do anything else? Or can I, like, balance both? And I feel like people can balance both. You just have to find a way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
To where, like, you're comfortable doing both, because I mean, eventually, like, your kids are gonna grow up, and so they're not gonna, like, need you as much. Like, they can go out and do their own things, and so, like, then, you know, then again, you can, like, when that happens, you can, like, have more time to yourself and, like, to do things yourself. So I think, like, that's pretty interesting too, like, in terms of, like, seeing this, like, woman who used to be, like, the queen is now, like, a parent, but now she's, like, trying to get back into it. She kind of feels like she doesn't belong there anymore.
Yeah.
As well, like, she feels like she's kind of like, my prime is, like, her prime is past.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I mean, people make comebacks all the time, so.
Yeah. Which ends up leading into the next episode.
Yes, next episode, which is episode 12. And that fucking title is... So the flower petals are scattered like the snow by the passing storm. That's a long-ass title, too. Jesus!
Mm-hmm.
I get it, they're like the
poems.
yeah, they're like the different parts of, like, the verses and shit. But, like, Jesus. These are so long, like, it's hard to tell on Crunchyroll, like, what if, like, I don't like that I can't tell what the whole title is if it's really long. Because you have to actually, like, click on it to get to it. So the matches start, and the synopsis for this, I'm just gonna read it real quick. I don't know if it's gonna help anybody, but it's the day of the Master and Queen Challenger Finals. Dr. Harata and Arata are competing for the chance to challenge the Master, while Inokuma and Megumu battle it out to challenge the Queen. Harata confides in Arata that he once played against his grandfather, Eternal Master Wataya Hajime, and expresses his joy at being able to play Karuta with Arata. A passionate battle spanning multiple generations begins at last.
This is the episode where we start to see, like, a younger Harada.
Yeah. He was like...
He was kind of cute.
Yeah,
not
he
gonna
was
lie.
cute. He was cute. He was cute. He was pretty cute. Had nice hair.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, you know, yeah, he could get it. As, like, a 19-year-old, I think, is how old he said he was, or like 17 or some shit. I don't remember.
Something like that.
He was like, I'm gonna say like around 18 years old, probably. Something like that. But yeah, he was pretty attractive guy. You know, he looks real serious, super serial. I liked seeing that flashback. I liked seeing that, like, that one old ass dude, like, who, like, wants him to lose, was like,
with the
has, like,
lady.
yeah, he's got, like, a grudge against him, and, like, that lady, the reader, she also had, like, a grudge against him because
That was hilarious.
because he forfeited their match because he didn't like the way she read.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, insulted her. So then she, like,
I like how we got this whole ass backstory. He's like, that's why I didn't fall in love with her, blah blah.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
That was really funny. She married the man who comforted her that day.
That was hilarious.
Like, well, dude, you could have been that guy. Like, chill out.
Mm-hmm.
You missed your chance, bro. Um, but yeah, like, I thought it was pretty intense. Like, these past 2 episodes, like 12 and 13, were really, really intense. Especially because I didn't know who to root for. Like, for the master qualifiers. Because I like both Dr. Harada and I like Arata. Like, they're both really good players. And, like, I want them both to, like, challenge Suo, who's the master, like, for different reasons.
I like that Chihaya also mentioned that, how she's like, man, I can't pick
Yeah.
between the two. And I like how she, like, referenced, you know, like, if I was little, I would totally be, like, all over Arata right now. But now that I'm older and I'm, like, wiser and I know things better, it's different. I was like, that's cool.
I mean, while Taichi was sitting there like, Chihaya, what the fuck? Like, why aren't you cheering for Dr. Hanata? We helped him train for this shit.
I know.
It's like, yeah, it's funny to see like their different like reactions and their different like perspectives of how they're watching it. Cause like the way Chihaya is watching it, like, yeah, she can't really choose who she wants to win. But Taichi is just basically like, dude, what the fuck ever, man. Like, like clearly he doesn't want Arata to win, because, like, I mean, he learned how to fucking play his style to, like, help Dr. Harada. So, like, obviously he wants his, like, mentor to win. But I feel like also, like, Taichi still kind of feels like, god damn it, like, I could be fucking playing here right now if I didn't fucking lose.
I do like, I can't remember if it was this episode or last episode before then, where they call Chihaya calls Arata, and she's like, Dr. Harata is gonna win, I'm on his side, blah blah. And I was just like, Jesus Christ.
I think that was the last episode.
Okay.
It was episode 11.
Because I really like that Taichi, like, took the phone and he was just like, good luck, Arata. I was like, oh
yeah.
shit, that was cute.
Yeah. Well, because, like, I feel like at this point, like, he feels like not just bad, but like they're friends. Like, Taichi and Arata, like, the way they feel about each other as friends is, like, really interesting. Because it's like, it's kind of like, yeah, he's my friend, but also, like, we're still, like, rivals at this, like, to a certain extent. So it's like, how do I, like, fully, like, support my friend when I'm still kind of, like, in competition with them at, like, for, like, different things. Because, like, that was really cute. That part was really cute. Like, he said, like, or he's like, okay, good luck too, okay? Like, he's basically telling him, like, don't fuck up.
Yeah.
Because, like, if they were playing each other, I mean, it'd be that whole, like, rivalry, like, tropey kind of thing, where it's like, I'm gonna beat you, so you better fucking bring your goddamn game, dude. Like, shit like that. I don't know. I feel like that's how it would have been, but, I mean, since Taichi lost, can't really.
Yeah.
Like, we'll never, like, really, like, experience that shit. Yeah, like, I think their perspectives on everything is really interesting. And then we, like, see the matches, and we see who wins.
Dr. Harada was, like, going all out. I was impressed.
I was kind of like, dude, you need to, like, chill, because your knee's all fucked up and shit. So I was, like, I wasn't too surprised that he won. Because, like, I mean, I feel like...
He was practicing a lot.
Yeah, like, he was practicing a lot, and I feel like, I mean, he's, like, you know, a more experienced player, so he can kind of, like, adapt to, like, his opponent's changing style a little bit better than probably Arata can, even though Arata is, like, really good. But I think that also gave Arata a chance to, like, warm up.
Yeah.
Because he's not gonna lose easily, obviously. Like, that was a really, close game with them. And even with the girls, like...
I know.
Megumu lost only by, like, 2 cards the first time.
I like that the other girl, because she was losing, like, hope. She was like, well, you know, because you could see, like, everyone's talking, like, oh, her prime's over, blah, blah, because she's, like, a veteran. She's not gonna take it. And, like, all that was, like, slowly getting to her until, like, she heard that Dr. Harada won. And that kind of
Yeah.
inspired her, like, well, if he can do it, then why can't I do it too?
Yeah, like we're both experienced, we're both veterans. Like, come on, we're not gonna let these kids
Mm-hmm.
take over just yet. Yeah, I really liked that, and like I liked how she like when she saw that Megumu had like her little headbands and it said like the good luck symbol in
Yeah.
there. She was like, "Oh no, I keep reading it and I want to say out loud good luck to her."
That was
That
hilarious.
was really funny. Well, yeah, I liked that she could kind of like see how many people are like cheering this teenage girl on, and it kind of like got her more motivated because it's like, well, I mean, because she's like, well, she has her own like little cheering section of like all her friends and stuff, but I have like my family and they can't stay in here. Like
Mm-hmm.
my cheering section is cheering me on from like far away, because like I mean her kids can't be in there because they make noise. Like one of them's a baby, so like babies make noise and get fussy, and like her husband's got to like always has to like take them out of the room. So like they can only really watch from like the outside. And even then you still have to be quiet when you're watching from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like her family really can't like cheer her on directly because they always have to be somewhere else because they're very, they're kids.
Yeah.
And her husband's just like one guy. He's a trooper, man.
I know.
Always having to watch their kids while she's playing Garuta.
That's a good husband,
Yeah,
man.
that's a good husband right there. Get you a nice bald husband with glasses like that.
Oh my gosh. But that was like really inspiring though, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, exactly. And then like seeing that like the both veterans won the first match because it's best out of 2 out of 3.
Mm-hmm.
So then immediately Dr. Harada's like, I forfeit the second match. Like, and at first I was like, okay, that makes sense, because like one, he's an old man, he's probably like tired, his knees probably bothering him, so he wants to
Mm-hmm.
like relax. But also then I'm like, then the third game is even more important because it's like technically each of them has a win, so whoever wins is gonna win the whole thing and get to
Yeah.
play Suo. So I was like, all right, that's good job, like that's very interesting. Arata was kind of like, dude, what the fuck.
He was so pissed.
Yeah, he was mad. But I liked, like how the summary said that Dr. Harada tells Arata, like, I'm really excited that I get to play you, because he played his grandfather once.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, at that point, well, we learned in episode 13 that, like, at that point, when Harada played Arata's grandpa, he was, like, already the master, and he was only, like, he was years older than him already. Like not that many, but I think he said, like, I forget how many years he said older he was. But then
He
you
said
got
like 15
yeah,
years.
like
So I was
15
like,
years older than him. But damn, Arata's grandpa was still really fucking attractive in that flashback too.
and he's blonde. I was like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
holy shit! Like, what the fuck?
I was not expecting that, so I
Yeah.
was like,
So like he's probably like in his early 30s at that point.
mm-hmm.
Arata's grandpa. So like like early in his early 30s, and he's already like the master. So I mean, that's older than what how old the current master is, but it's still very impressive.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was telling him, like, I'm really excited that I get to play, because I mean, Dr. Harada has known, like, Arata since he was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
I like seeing that, like, it's like he's, like, excited, because it's like, well, you learned from, like, the best, so I'm glad I'm playing the best. Like, I only want to play against the best.
Yeah. It's like teacher and student.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's where that episode ended.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
now I guess on to episode 13, which is entitled Yet It Is I Who Withers and Wilts. And there's no synopsis because it just came out today when we're recording. So, yeah. So, this episode, basically, we get the second match. Since the Master one was forfeited, we just get the Queen match. And that was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Pretty intense match.
I like how she was, I think it was the teacher from that one school.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, she's starting to lose like her senses or something like that. I was like, that makes sense. Because I think she was also like noticing it in the past episode, and she's like, "Well, shit, I'm not like in my prime anymore, but um, I can learn from this."
Yeah.
So she's able to like just because she regrets saying something to that teacher because now they're like,
Oh
well, they're
yeah,
friends.
she told her like, I mean, if you just study harder or whatever.
Because she was always relying on her senses.
Yeah, she's like, you can pick up those cards too, like if you just, you know, like study harder or listen better or something like that.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I shouldn't have said that to her.
Yeah, she's slowly learning that senses don't mean jack shit.
Yeah, cause like you could have like a really good sense about something, but I mean, like it's all luck, man. Like that, like luck is either on your side or not. Like it's always like 50-50.
Yeah.
And we've seen that in this show already, because Taichi always had fucking luck on his side, and he fucking lost, so... Clearly, luck does not favor everyone all the time. And so I feel like it's the same thing with, like, the senses, in terms of, like... I mean, I could be really good at, like, a certain thing, maybe I always have, like, a sixth sense about something, but it doesn't always mean that, like, it's gonna work out for me.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, yeah, I like that she's, like, now slowly learning, like, okay, it's not just about, like, my good intuition or whatever, like, I actually have to, like, apply myself and apply, like, my actual skills. And my experience.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, she's not going down without a fight. I mean, she's a returning former queen, like, if she's gonna, you know, go down, I feel like she wants to lose against Shinobu-chan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which ends up winning her match, which was nice.
She won the match by like 2 cards again. From what I remember seeing, like there was like 2 cards left.
Yeah.
So it was like a super close match. So now she's gonna play Shinobu-chan, which will be interesting.
The former queen and the current queen.
Yeah, because it's like, because Shinobu-chan, her fucking style of playing is very aggressive. From what I remember. And, like, she's definitely not gonna go down without a fight. I wonder if she's gonna be all chonky again. She was really cute.
Yeah.
When she was all, you know, all chubby and stuff. And, then we got some more of the... Well, we got the 3rd match started. Hasn't finished yet. But at this point, Arata's winning. Because, one, after the first match, he went on a fucking walk somewhere, and, like, everyone's like, where the fuck did he go? And I was like, what did he do? Like, where the hell did he go? And then he comes back, and I was like, okay, like, did Chihaya go with him? Because Chihaya, like, goes missing. Taichi's like, Chihaya, where the fuck are you? Like, where'd you go? Like, she missed the whole 2nd match. And Taichi was like, oh my god, that was amazing. Chihaya, what did you think of that? Oh shit, she's gone. Where did you go?
Yeah.
She was with Suo-san, the master.
Which was...
eating the pastries.
Interesting in itself.
Which was really interesting. It was kind of cute, actually. And, like, really funny. Because, like, she's just kind of there, like, chilling with him in the park. And they're just, like, eating the little... snow dude pastry shits, and like she starts asking him questions because she's really curious as to like how he does it. I guess because she like studied him, so at this point she's like, oh, like I'm actually with him, like I can like talk to him and ask him questions.
Yeah, and it looks like she's kind of afraid to ask the questions that she wants, because Sewell even says, is that really what you wanted to ask me?
Yeah.
And then he gets hit by a volleyball, which is freaking hilarious.
First he got hit by a soccer ball, and then he got hit by a volleyball. And she's like, oh my
Poor
god, are you
dude.
okay? I know, poor guy, like, what the fuck? And, like, his glasses fell off. I thought it was gonna show that, like, his eyes are messed up or something. But it didn't. I thought he was gonna be like, oh, he's, like, partially blind or something. That would be fucking interesting. But I think he just wears them because they look cool.
Yeah, he's just an oddball.
He's just kind
overall.
of a weird dude. And then... and then, like, they're going back to the thing, and he starts telling her, like, I don't have a girlfriend.
And then Chihaya's like, well, I don't either.
Yeah, she's like, I don't either. Yeah, I don't have one either. I'm like, good to know. But my thing at that point, I was like, dude, she's in high school.
That's freaking hilarious. He's like, my bride. I'm like,
I
oh
was
my
like,
Jesus, what is going on right now?
yeah, I was like, oh no no no. I was like, oh guys, come on, don't give me another fucking ship with her. Like, god damn it, we already have 2 fucking ships with her. Like, and I don't like, and at this point, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. But then I kind of thought about it, and I was like,
I'm pretty sure he's gonna end up picking
But-
an interest in Chihaya.
yeah, which then I was like, you know what? That does not sound bad to me. After I thought about it for a little bit. I mean, it's kind of weird to me because she's still in high school, but whatever. But I was like, that would be interesting. If
And she wants to play him.
Yeah, if she ended up with him somehow. I was like, I would not be that mad at that.
Mhm.
I'm not saying I totally ship it, but it's interesting.
Who knows? It could start a beautiful friendship for all we know.
Exactly. But when he was like, oh, my bride, I was like, oh, god damn it. But I'm like, I get it. Chihaya's really beautiful. So, like, anybody would be really, like, you know, enamored with her and shit. It's like, I get
Yeah.
it.
And
It
the
was cute.
visuals during this whole thing was like completely like a shoujo manga kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, it was really funny. I liked that part. I mean, I was sitting here going like, oh, come on, like, really? But I really was, like, actually enjoying it. Because I like, at first I didn't like him because I'm like, oh, he's kind of weird and he's really mysterious. Like, I hope he doesn't try to fuck with people. And
Yeah.
that's not what's been happening.
It's been interesting getting to know him little by little. So
Yeah.
hopefully we get to see more of him because I'm interested, man.
Yeah, like,
I
I
want
want to.
Chihaya.
Yeah, me too. I want to see how he became the master. Like, I know they've mentioned it kind of, like, in, like, the past, like, last season, I think. They, like, briefly kind of, like, talk about it, but we didn't really, like, see too much of that. Like, I want to see it from his, like, perspective.
I want to know why he wants to retire too.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't, like, he didn't even tell Shinobu, and Shinobu tried to, like, pry it out of him, and he just kind of left.
Yeah.
So, I want to know.
Me too. But that part was pretty funny and really cute. Very entertaining. Yeah, it was like a shoujo, like a romance kind of thing, because she's, like, holding his hand and they're running, because she's like, we gotta go, the 3rd match is starting, holy shit, let's go watch it.
And then he sees Dr. Hanada and the way he's playing, and he's
Yeah.
like, I want to play him.
Yeah, he's like, if I could pick who I want to play against, it would be Dr. Harada. And, like,
I was like, shit.
yeah, I mean, so I was like, oh shit. I was like, geez. And then we find out what Arata did when he went on his walk. He comes back, he's in his grandfather's clothes, like, all decked out and shit. And I was like, because, like, when they're like, when they were mentioning it, kind of, I was like, oh, he went and fucking changed. Like, he's not fucking around now. He's not playing anymore. Like, he's playing, but he's not playing. If you don't, like, if you get what I mean. And, like, he has this, like, aura, this, like, attitude about him that's different.
Yeah. I think what helped was when Chihaya, like, at the very end of the last
yeah.
episode,
Oh, yeah, 'cause she told him shit and we didn't know what the hell she said.
and she told him, you can't just win as just Arata.
Yeah.
So, now he's into his grandpa mode.
Yeah, he's in his grandpa mode. If he could wear a grandpa sweater, he would be wearing it, I think. But, yeah, now he's playing and, like, his poise and, like, posture and everything is more like his grandfather, which is, like, really interesting because it's like, well, duh, of course, like, he probably knows all that shit because, like, his grandpa taught him how to play.
Yeah.
Like, and he would give him advice all the time and stuff, and, like, you know, Arata spent a lot of time with him. So, like, it's not only, like, that, deep familial connection. There's always that one that you have, like, a deep-seated connection with for some reason. And, like, I can see that in this relationship between him and his grandpa. So it's like, yeah, I liked seeing that, like, everybody noticed that, like, he has this different, like, sense around him when he's playing. And then, like, he keeps switching the cards, and I was like, dude, he's fucking with you. Like,
I know,
like,
that was
he's
really
playing
interesting.
you. Yeah, because, like, that's, like, not, like, his playstyle. That's not what he was, like, Dr. Harada was studying at all about Arata's style of playing. I mean, they're both still getting cards, but I mean, at this point, by the end of the episode, Arata is winning.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh shit. But I mean, I feel like it's gonna come down to the wire with this match. So I don't know who's gonna win. I don't have a prediction because it could go either way.
Because we already know that Suo doesn't want to play Arata because he called him boring, basically.
Yeah.
Which I kind of want to know why he thinks that. Because everybody around Arata is like, oh my god, he's so amazing, he's the best. But Suo's just like, he's okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wonder why that is.
Maybe it's like an inferiority complex kind of thing. Like maybe he's really intimidated by him secretly, but he's not gonna let anybody know.
Maybe.
Like, or maybe he really just like doesn't really think his playing is like all that great. I don't know. You can't tell. I can't tell with this character. Like I still don't know too much about him. I don't know what he's thinking.
Because he really wants to play Dr. Harada. He would say, he's like, oh my gosh, the way that he plays is like super interesting. So
yeah,
like,
he tells Chihaya that too, like, because you know he talks all quiet and shit, like till like barely a whisper. And so it's like oh dang, like yeah, he tells him like Chihaya, he's a really great player. Like I said, he says like, you know, if I could pick who I want to play against, I would play against Dr. Harada, and I'm just like, damn, dude.
Poor Arata.
Yeah, it's kind of like a burn, man. Because Arata's really good. Like, why wouldn't you want to play against him? Chihaya still wants to play against him. I'm sure Taichi still wants to play against him.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't really have any predictions for the next episode. I have no fucking clue what's gonna happen. Because, I mean, it could focus on, like, the rest of the match, or we could, like, somehow dive into someone's backstory, maybe. I don't fucking know. But I'm curious to see what's gonna happen, because as soon as we learn who wins, then it's gonna be like, okay, whoever that is, they're gonna start like practicing and like training for the master match.
Yeah.
And then like everyone's gonna be like really focused on that shit. So I feel like any like other details or like maybe things about like the relationships in the show are not gonna really be talked about, and if they are, it's gonna be like for a brief fucking second, which is gonna like make me mad and frustrated, but whatever. They keep ending in places where I'm like, what the fuck, why did you guys have to end it there? Because even this episode I was like, oh come on, like what the hell, why did you guys end it there? I wanted it to keep going. I thought it had like at least a couple more minutes left, but no.
It's like, time's up.
Yeah, they have to like keep us wanting more, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it. Those are our thoughts. Past 3 episodes. Hopefully next week will be a regular, just 1 episode recording.
We'll be back in gear.
Yeah, we'll be back in gear. I mean, the new year started, like, I'm back at work, so I'm back in the routine. No real holidays to speak of. Maybe we'll even do this for other shows that are coming out this season. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
We will see. Well, thank you for joining me once again, Chantal.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Yes, fun as always, getting to discuss one of our favorite shows. And thank you guys so much for listening and watching, I guess, if you just looked at whatever the hell I picked as the picture. Let us know in the comments what you thought about these past 3 episodes of Chihayafuru. I mean, I don't really get comments on these videos, but you never know, someone could comment, like, in a couple years, maybe, I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who really cares? I'm just kidding. We have a podcast with our friend Erica. Please go check that out. Our latest episode for December was on Maid-sama, so if you guys would like to, you know, hear our thoughts on that series, that entire series, go check that out. Our newest episode for January 2020 is going to be on Run with the Wind, so like go over to our podcast Twitter and we have a pinned comment on our profile to where you guys can ask us questions about that show. So if you guys ever have any questions about Run with the Wind, go ahead and ask, because then we'll answer them in the episode. And we haven't recorded yet, so we still got a lot of time before we record for that. So let us know on Twitter. go ahead and follow us at the podcast Twitter and subscribe to our podcast channel if you already aren't, because I think it's pretty good. We're also doing a bonus episode this month on Modulove Kingdom. Like, come on, guys. We're finally going to talk about Utapri.
I know.
I'm excited.
Me too.
I can't wait. So yeah, go follow the podcast Twitter and subscribe. Go subscribe to Chantal and follow her on Twitter. I'll link her in the description as well, and in the end card to her channel, so you guys can go subscribe.
Yeah.
Cause she makes good videos. And also, if you
Yeah,
haven't
thank
subscribed,
you.
you're welcome. If you haven't subscribed to me, please subscribe. I try to, make interesting videos. So yeah. Follow me on Twitter. Everything's in the description, like I said. With that said, have fun, stay safe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. So goodbye.
Bye.